I do this all the time. I bought this on eBay because it is so damn cool. A little more light on it would probably help. These are probably from late 40s. It's one of those big 12232 MI-12232 50 watt RCA PA amps. I bought it on eBay because I just think it's so cool. I mean, heck, you can't say this is not cool. I mean, look at this. But, you know, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. And so I'm going to wreck the joint and show you. They're really neat, and I guess RCA had a lot of great ideas, but the shielding on the plate caps was not one of them, because this baby, as you can see, has a very, very, very hard to find Thordarson 17S15 60 watt replacement transformer for the output that I just installed. I have a pretty decent stash of good old parts, because the original had a half open primary, because as you can see, the crack in the insulation and the nice shielded lead that they used, and I don't know if you can see down on the shield, there's a few marks on it where apparently the breakdown in insulation and the fact that there was a shield on it, it spit to this metal that separates the output stage from the level controls, and I guess it did it enough times, or one real good shot, and it popped half the primary on the output transformer. So that's how I got it. But hey, you know, you take a shot. The guy said it came from interstate, didn't know nothing about it. Okay, big deal. But what's really interesting is I also dug up some nice old RCA, I think they're XT2345 low impedance transformers. This one here is a little later. I think that's what they used on some of the later stuff. But it's a mic input transformer, balanced line. And I'm going to hook these babies up, balanced line. And I'm going to use it as a recording mic pre, because although there's a lot of stuff out there about tubes and recording and what have you, there's nothing like the sound of a vintage 6J7. I don't give a damn what you say. They're a little bit noisy, but with a good mic, you'll never notice it. You just get that sweet honey tone. And that's what I was looking for. The fact that it has an output stage 2, hey, that's great. Maybe we'll use it as a playback monitor too. But that's the story. And I recapped all of the power supply. It's capacitor input, it's not choke input. The choke does flow current for everything though. The output 2 plates come through the choke and everything. That's why the choke is so massive. And just like most of their earlier the 4288 series stuff with the 46L6s, they use a separate filament and plate transformer. And the 807s in this are really, I'm going to say, probably date this a little earlier than I'm saying, because if this was like after 37, I don't know why they wouldn't have used 6L6s, because they only have about 380, 390 on the plates. You know, it's not like they really needed the 807, unless maybe there was a ton of surplus 5-pin sockets and these crazy ugly plate caps, which I hate, which are going away. I have ordered some nice porcelain ones, and I am changing this wiring. But as you can see, I've cut back the shield to get it to live again. And these two are really not in any danger because the shield is not attached under the chassis on them. And there's really nothing for them to hit because I don't have the top on right now. But the fact of having that Thordarson transformer was just pure luck. It was on eBay, I saw it, and I said, you know, anything 3800 ohms, 60 watts, for 4 6L6s is something you grab. You grab that. So I did. I grabbed it. And all of this stuff is just great. I mean, it has switches for 12 different speakers. There's a terminal board in the back where you can select an impedance, and you feed it into the switch bank for all of these different speakers. So naturally I would select the 4 ohm tap, because you start throwing stuff on and it will reduce the load. But you're just a really nice amp, you know, and I wasn't going to let it sit and die. She's on right now. Probably disconnected the speaker. Yeah, I did. Picking up a little bit of RF too. Actually, there's a lot of routers down here, but in working condition. Got to clean it up. I don't know why there was duct tape all over the front of it, but that should come off with a little bit of cleaner. An original RCA logo. Just a nice amp. I mean, the terminal strip in the back, the lower one, is the 12 positions for the different speakers. The upper one, I guess you return to that, and that establishes what your output impedance is going to be. So, ought to have a good time with it. I don't know. I think that would look great on top of a Marshall cabinet. Yeah, maybe.